Welcome to the stage our next innovator, the co-founder and CEO of Suiteness, Robbie Bhathal. Robbie, come on out.
It's going to be hard to follow that energy up, but I'm going to try. People are staying in the wrong rooms, and we're here to fix that. When people look at these two companies, they assume they're growing at gangbuster rates because of low-end inventory. But they're not. They're growing because they're giving customers exactly what they want. And what customers want is space. 29% of Airbnb's inventory is 2-bedroom plus in the top 10 markets in the US. And that represents a majority of their profitability, is giving people the ability to stay together. However, the one thing that's missing is this is not a risk-free vacation. You have the risk because it's not the best location sometimes. There's no amenities, and there's no staff there to service you. Hotels have been built in the city's best centers. They have invested hundreds of millions of dollars into the best amenities. And on top of that, they have professional staff there to make sure that the best customers are taken care of. And that is what Suiteness does. We give people what they want. The intersection of luxury and space, a risk-free travel experience for families, for the people that you want to have a connected experience with. Now, Suiteness is a pure-play suite booking platform. And what you can see is the simplicity of the solution is in its actual platform. So right there, most of the Expedias and Pricelines max out at 4 to 6 people. We've went and actually integrated the hotels to get 50% more inventory than is offered in any other platform, and allowing consumers that are looking to do 4-people trips, 8-people trips, access to suites they've never had before. We built the first RFQ process and streamlined it for people to have a request to book with the hotel's most prized possessions. Hotels want control of their highest inventory, and they want that brand safety. And we allow the consumers to be able to do this seamlessly and interact without ever having to pick up the phone. At the same time, 50% of our inventory is also in real time. We get the inventory you see in a GDS or a CRS system directly through Expedia and Priceline, but at the same time, we've also invented 114 different permutations of 2 to 3 bedroom rooms by creating a brand new inventory basing on connecting rooms. Now, you're looking at this technology and you're saying it's just a booking platform, but that's just tip of the iceberg. What gets me excited and what gets our team excited, we're the first data warehouse that's exclusive for the highest value customers with the most amount of intent. And we've built it using the brand new programming language that was built for data scientists, Clojure, that allows us to scale at a fastest rate and access this data to create new predicting pricing for the hotels. And we've already started building this predictive pricing to allow hotels to price this inventory in a real-time way they price all the other stuff. There's no more picking up the phone calls, and there's no more what you will usually see when you talk to hotels. Now, going back to the actual booking platform, the booking platform is an end-to-end solution. We've done all the integrations. We allow customers, travel agents, TMCs to access this. The RFQ process, we're connected to CRS, PMS, or whatever switch to have every suite in a market. And what we're looking to build is what the airlines have done so well. The first class is our premium penthouses. The premium economy is what you're going to get in a GDS. But this business class is what the consumers want. 2 to 3 bedroom suites that cost $100, $200 per person. And what families want to stay together. Now, I love numbers, and these numbers make sense to me. 8% of airline traffic makes 29% of their revenue. In our hotels, 18% of that inventory represents 50% of that revenue, because the ADR is 15 to 20 times higher. Now, the proof is in the pudding. 34% of the people that come to our site sign up. 99% come back within 30 days. Our month-over-month growth has been over 100%, and we have a 2,400 at ADR. And hotels love us. We have every hotel, 4 and 5-star hotel on the Strip. We have 62 hotels that have signed up in 4 cities, access to 20,000 suites and 10,000 suites in Vegas alone. Now, when you look at a niche, when you look at this market, you think, it might be a niche market, but travel, niche is big. 46,000 luxury hotels represent $171 billion in spend. But when I look at this business, it's on suite-by-suite basis. In Vegas alone, this is $4.5 billion in gross market value of our 10,000 suites. And with our 62 hotels, it's $7 billion in gross market value. And to expand to 10 cities and 350 hotels would be almost $20 billion of GMV. Now, why are we the right team to do it? Because we've been there and done that. I've had 7 years of experience in finance, worked in private equity, and also built a brand new business unit at Capital One's Innovation Labs. My co-founders have been a pioneer in closure and also built a data intelligence platform of Starwood. And Kyle's built products that you've used, Apartment List, Yelp, and was a founding member of Geek Squad, building it out of his apartment in college. And we have industry advisors that are here, many of them here, including people that work at Sabre, Starwood, Resorts, and the same people that gave the first check to Uber gave the first check to Suiteness. So, in conclusion, we have the technology that no one's really thought about, and the data that is extremely powerful. We have a business model that works, a market that is growing, and a team that has done it. Thank you.
Nicely done. Let's see how sweet the dragons think Suiteness is. Dragons?
Renee?
Well done.
Thank you.
I think it's my favorite so far.
I'm happy I was scared of you.
But I think
back
more importantly is it is innovative. If other companies are doing it, it's not like trip planning and rebooking. It's definitely a revenue sweet spot for the supply side of the industry. And customers like these. So
I was actually
nice
scared.
change.
Now I'm happy. There we go.
I don't do that very often. So.
Don't go anywhere.
Oh, I know.
Look, I agree with Philip. I think it's a great site. I think you've found a niche that hasn't been addressed. We've seen nothing like it today or even yesterday, so congratulations. I think it's good to see something new.
Thank you.
But I think you're totally overstating the size of the market. I mean, really build up that you're suggesting $7 billion a year potential in Vegas?
No, 4.5.
4.5 billion a year, but that's at full rack rate.
Yeah, I mean that's
very sweet.
That's at $1,500 ADR, which is actually the data we've collected. So when you look at Vegas, you got 30% of the inventory you get in GDSs, which is one-bedroom suites, max occupancy 4. Then you have the penthouses, which we actually sell because it allows customers to use it. But now we created 114 permutations of rooms, which are 2 to 3 bedroom rooms, because a lot of the one bedrooms have connectors. And we've created a schema for the entire hotel. And now we just added another 4,000 suites.
But you still have a chicken and the egg problem, right? Because you have to go to every hotel, and for you to reach scale, you're going to have to go to every hotel. You're going to have to convince them to take on this kind of flexible pricing problem, right? And then you're going to have to go out and figure out how to aggregate travelers to come to your site versus all the others that are competing pretty hard for their spend and their eyeballs.
Well,
and then you got all your frequent travelers that are getting upgraded anyway, and it would kind of piss me off if I no longer got upgraded because something's
but that's the problem for the hotels, though, because the hotels oversell the regular rooms and they upgrade for free, hoping for loyalty. But with MetaSearch, you basically don't need loyalty anymore. And the thing is that in Priceline's 10K, the ADRs are 150. Ours has been 2,400, and even if we have 1,500, that's 10x the market.
How long have you guys been at this?
Almost 2.5 years.
And you're only in Vegas?
Yeah, we signed up 62 hotels in 4 markets.
But isn't that sort of the point, right?
It's also the issue is if the marketplace works when you control supply and demand. And the great thing about things like Uber and TaskRabbit and everything, you control supply. I can't control supply, so I'm running with CRS and PMS. But we've integrated with everything already.
So what are some of your innovative ideas to crack the chicken and the egg problem, where your cost to acquire a customer gets smaller and your inventory grows quick?
So the game for us is not N. I don't need every hotel. I need 25 hotels per city, and I need 10 cities. And we've actually looked at the data for everything. 22% of that, our target market's inventory is suites.
There's a field sales force in every one of those cities.
Huh?
Field sales force.
I've closed 62 deals with Danahan, Morgan's, SBA because I get the right hotel products. And to us, the other side of the market is it's a high ADR product, and people want this. And there's no place they can get this except picking up the phone. You see the number of the hotel website.
Yeah, one thing, when premium economy was introduced in the airline sector, early arguers said, I think you're overstating the size of the product.
This is different.
Here we go. Nicely